the mystery of his speech. Hi.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Get to feel so much in the room after the holidays and the new year and everything. I'll be really honest, like, really didn't plan a lot for this morning. The holidays thing, they were so fast and everything, and I was out there really running around trying to get things taken care of. So I think I'm gonna actually come and talk about things of, rejuvenation and really tie into the theme that I've already heard Jonas and Laura talk about with what you're going to be doing in here in the next year with your health and with your goals and with your life. Because a lot of us are, striving to do something bigger with your life, but a lot of time too, there's just so many options available at your disposal. There's so many things that you could do that it's important to remain a little bit grounded and remember the goals that you make are also gonna have to be attainable. They need to be realistic, and they need to fit into with what your overall goal is. Because I really did like that last thing that you said, Laura. How imagine that best year of your life, you woke up and you had the best year of your life. It's like visualizing it in that sense, giving yourself that feeling that you've already achieved it. I've also read a lot online about neuroscience of how that can help get you further to your goal, because it's almost strategy of like tricking your brain into thinking you already have this. It's because I'm trying to remember exactly what it said, but it's the identity is going to follow the goal, not the other way around. And I think that is also really it's really just the right word. It's just a really accurate statement, because I think that sometimes less attainable feels, or if you're not visualizing or manifest that outcome, it's kind of just like sending a signal into the air. It's not really being received by anything. It's just wishful thinking in that aspect. And there's actually a quote that I really like by John Maxwell, where he says, optimism is active trait, but hope is a passive trait. And there's a lot of, I think, there's a lot of accuracy in statement too, because you can be optimistic, you can have that wishful thinking and everything, but you're not really gonna move forward without actually taking a few steps, because a lot of the time that motivation is going to come by actually doing the first step of what your goal or your plan is. And so now when we're here in the new year and everything, the rejuvenation aspect, a lot of the time, especially like everyone has I've heard say today, after the holidays, it's just a little tiring. You've been thinking about everything you need to do for your family, for the preparations, just for everything you traditionally get done around the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and the New Year's. Time afterwards, a lot of the time you'll need to take time to rest, like, because sometimes you've already burnt yourself out and stretched yourself a little more thinly than you wanted to, or even that little bit of relaxation where you can just be that sigh of relief and start actually thinking of other goals that you have. Because I don't know about you guys, but towards the end of the year is definitely sort of that winter season when I start really reflecting on the year that I've had. What goals did I reach? Where can I have improve? And then what do I want to carry the next year and be better and still strive to make it better in my life? And so I like to take this time definitely to sort of like gardening really, because in the wintertime you don't have a lot of abundance and springtime is coming up. So I think it's important for just planting seeds of good habits, things that you're gonna be trying in the year. Make sure that they're attainable, make sure that they align with you, and make sure you do periods of resting, because a lot of the time I think that in society, the rat race, we just are always go mode, and always grinding. But sometimes you might have to take a step back and realize that I've actually already done most of this. Now, what's the last few to tie up, and I can, put this goal onto a shelf and start on a new project and things like that. So that's the last little thing I would say about it, is just make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Make sure that you're taking that rest and reflective period to set new goals. And to quote Ferris Bueller, life is pretty fast. If you stop and look once in a while, you can visit.
Right.